Welcome back to Surviving with Shoeler. Ow! This is episode 15. Where am I? You're in the living room, stupid. What? Don't tell me you hit your head again. What is going on here? I have no idea. Guess who? Pantsler! Oh, yeah! Pantsler? Who are you guys? What am I doing here? Well, I'm Pantsler. I'm Shirtler. I'm Jacketler. And you're Shoeler. Oh, yeah! I don't know what's going on. How did I get here? How do I leave? All you need to do is wake up. Wake up, Shoeler. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. I don't want to wake up. I don't want to wake up. I don't want to wake up. Wake up! Okay, for real, welcome back. Today we're going to be building a wool farm and then build a little shop for it right here. This side of the apartment, I'll be honest, is super ugly, so hopefully this shop will help cover that ugliness up. But we're not going to do that quite just yet. If you're here from last episode, first of all, welcome. But last episode, I said that I would name my donkey whatever the top comment was. And that comment was 200 likes and I'll dox him. Oh my god, I don't even have. So basically, the top comment was technically 200 likes and I'll dox him, which was something that I pinned that my partner put. But technically, they didn't say name suggestion. So I put it to a YouTube poll and that's what won. Bam. Boom. Wow, it's such an awesome name. Okay, 2 more things and then I promise we will get to work. Okay, so not far away from my base, I think it was in episode 2, I was mining for some dirt over here and then I found this pig on a grass block, I guess to some weird world generation, and I kind of forgot about this pig until Jamps left a comment. I still don't know what I want to do with it. If you have a suggestion, tell me. I just don't know what to do though. Another thing I kind of forgot about, awkward, is this bamboo. I put string on top of it to stop it from growing, but I learned from Jeezy Chris that you can put a green candle on top of it like this, and then it looks alright-ish. I don't know if I'm a big fan of it because like the bamboo is off center, but let me know what you guys think is better. Is it this? Or is it this? Final thing to cover before we get to work is you should subscribe. Listen, it's no secret. The last video did pretty well. There's a lot of new people here. But did all of them subscribe? No. I'm just saying, unbiased perspective here. If you're watching another video of mine and you're not subscribed, what are you doing? You know, you like this. You're like 2-3 minutes in. I don't know. But yeah, subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Thank you. Okay, so what's the plan? I have 2 plans. Number 1, we are going to build a wool farm under... But we're going to build a wool farm under here and deal with those mobs, I guess. And then number 2, we're going to build a shop like right here next to the apartments. It'll kind of look awkward for a couple episodes, but eventually I want to have a very long street going this way with just a bunch of shops on like this side and then on this side too. And then this whole area will be like a city center. And then, you know, we'll have like a residential area over here. I don't know. It'll just kind of expand out. But yeah, I just want to do like a more urban, tightly packed thing over here. And then, you know, we'll figure it all out eventually. It looks like we've made it to the end of the song. So we're going to get started with this wool farm. So while I'm doing this, I'm going to talk candidly about doing Cameo as a non-famous person. So for those of you who don't know, Cameo is an account where you can basically hire like celebrities to record you a video message, but it's not limited to just celebrities. So I've been doing Cameo for like a little over a year now, and even before I was doing YouTube and like, you know, really advertising that, I was still getting a decent amount of requests. They weren't good requests, but they were requests. I would always think to myself, man, if only I didn't have a guiding moral code, because I could be making so much money. See, I probably denied like 90% of the requests because the vast majority of people requesting me are just little white British kids who want me to say a slur. And it's like, I obviously would not say a slur, but like for $1, you think I'd be willing to do that for $1? I don't know, man. If you know a little white British kid, just like rein them in, tell them to knock it off. Just in general, they gotta be stopped. It's really interesting to me to think about my customers who don't know about me or my YouTube, because I know exactly how they stumbled onto my account. They probably searched up cameo.com just to see if some A-lister celebrity is on there, but then they don't find them because no one who doesn't need the money is on Cameo. So they get scrolling. They scroll for a little bit and then they recognize the name of like some grown-up baby from like a Disney show. They try to book them, but then find out that it's like $150 to do so. So they're like, no. Feeling defeated, they sort by price, stumble onto my page and ask me, a random stranger, to dress up as a pirate and wish his 8-year-old daughter a happy birthday? I'm not joking. That is a real request I got, and I felt so weird doing it. It's like, okay, at least I'm a pirate. Like, he's not asking Shoeler to like wish his daughter for a happy birthday, but like I'm still just some random guy. But after doing a couple cameos, it kind of gets weird because you start getting return customers. There was this one guy who asked me to pretend I was a pirate. I don't know why, but I get a lot of pirate requests. I don't think I necessarily scream pirate, but he asked me to pretend I was a pirate with farting issues, meaning I like farted a lot. So I said, okay, this is stupid, but whatever. I turned on like fart sound effects 24 hours, recorded it, and moved on. Then 4 months later, well after Christmas, I will add, he asked me to pretend to be Santa, bouncing him, a jock, on my thigh. And immediately I was like, oh my god, this is a weird thing. I know what he's doing. Does he like farting pirates? Does farting pirates get him going? But yeah, Cameo is really crazy and not worth it. I was gonna quit, but then I decided that I could just do it for charity, which is cool, but now it's really weird because I feel extra bad declining a request. Like, I don't like being mean in my cameos, so I'm gonna deny if someone says, hey, can you call my friend like stupid? But like now that it's for charity, I'm like, what do I do? But by the way, speaking of, I have a cameo. All the money is going to charity, the Palestine Children's Relief Fund. It's just about $1 to buy something. I'll record whatever you want for you or someone else, so long as I don't have to pretend that I'm Santa and I'm bouncing you on my thigh. Make sure to buy through the website though, not through the app. And back to Minecraft. All right, here's the situation. We got a bunch of sheeps up in their little modules. We got every single color, in which there are 16. Yeah, so basically they just eat a grass block, and then this detector detects that, oh, now it's dirt, and then it like sends a pulse up to here, shears them, gets on there, and then this minecart picks it up, and then it gets deposited into this chest. Freaking sick! But yeah, once we put up the shop up there, then we're gonna like send this to it in some way. I'm not too sure how I want to do it yet, but I'll figure out a way. I need to find a way to silence these guys though, because like the building's gonna be right up there, and they're just so freaking loud. Bah, bah, bah. Oh, that last bah of mine sounded like I was a real sheep. Am I a sheep? Hey, you. Am I a sheep like you? Oh, wait, I can check the mirror. It can't be. Oh my gosh. Wait, who am I kidding? I have a solution. I can just press F5. So the next thing on our to-do list is to put a building right here where we will funnel all of the wool into. And I'll be honest, I did not have a build prepared until last night when I don't know what happened. It was like 3 a.m. I was in my bed building while my roommate was asleep. And I made probably the coolest building that I have ever made. So just be prepared for a sudden stroke of genius. I promise you it will look amazing. But before we do that, I have a little bit of resource collecting to do. Ugh. It will be fast though. I swear. I swear. Okay, I gotta grab these resources. So I hopped down dangerously into the mines to gather some deep slate, diorite, and tuff. After that, I headed out behind the big apartment to chop down some spruce trees. And finally, I hopped down into the new wool farm to, wait for some wool to come. Okay, that was a lot quicker than it usually is. See, every time I make a build, I do that little collecting resources thing, and it's kind of really quickly becoming just a filler for time. Did I need to mine spruce? No, I have a lot of spruce, but I do it because I love to resource collect. I don't. Okay, so last episode, I kind of did a little thing where I showed off my like thought process for how I built this thing. So I'm going to do that again. So for the bottom, I kind of did the same thing that I usually do, which is just, you know, like this usual gradient. I don't know. It looks good, and I wanted something dark to contrast against this. Then for the upper part of the building, I went for a bone block, and then I used the birch log and the oak log kind of as like shadows and stuff. So instead of thinking about texturing, I really thought about how shadows would be cast. And then I also use some diorite here and there. One of the roofs uses diorite and mangrove planks. And then the main roof uses like this color combination, which I also thought was pretty cool. But yeah, it's a little hard to explain without showing you the building, so I will get building that so then you can see how I did this. Okay, let's get building. Just wow. Am I really that wrong when I say that this is probably one of the best buildings that I have ever made? I don't know. I'm just so proud of it. I tried to keep the building very simple. So like if you look here, this is literally just like a square going up. And then this is just like a little curve. And then this is another square. Like it's a very simple building. But I think it's just all the details, these little like wall jutouts that I did. They all make it look much more detailed and intricate than it really is. I put in this little sign calling it Woolies. You know, it's like a play on words. It's like if the guy was named Willie, then he makes it Woolies. But yeah, I haven't done any decorations on the inside. We'll do that in just a sec. But yeah, we'll just put all of, you know, the stuff in the right things. And then there's like a lot of upstairs space. I don't really know what I want to do with it quite just yet, but like we have the room for expansion. I think I'll probably keep it empty for the time being though, until either I or one of you guys come up with a good idea for what to do with this space. Leave a comment if you have a cool idea for this, please. I think it's a good time to kind of talk about the style that I'm going for basically like in this village. So like obviously this is like a very old medieval bridge type thing, but then like having an apartment with gutters and then like a wool shop, that's kind of more of like a modern day thing. So basically my thinking is that this is an old town and it has a bunch of things that are like old, like this bridge and then like a mine and the blacksmith shop. But then there are a bunch of new developments. So like this is a newer shop on the street, you know? And like this entire row going down this way will all be shops of like a similar like time and age, I guess. So I think the general plan is like this entire row and like city center area is gonna be like all white collar jobs, you know, like little bakeries and like this kind of stuff. Maybe I could do like an office building. But then over here it's gonna all be like you know, like blue collar jobs. So like this is, you know, there's a mine, a blacksmith shop. Over there, you know, we're gonna have like a farm type thing. And then out all the way over here, going past like the city center, which will be over here, will be like residential areas and stuff. So we'll have like, you know, like little neighborhoods and all that kind of stuff. And I think that'll look pretty cool. I'm really happy with how this turned out. It is such a sick building. We're gonna do a little bit of decorating on camera, and I think I might add in some trees or something somewhere. I don't know. Okay, so I got a bunch of candles, a bunch of different dyes. I just think that adding in all of these will help better light up the area, but then also look cool. So if I'm being honest, this video was made in 3 days, and I feel like, I don't know, it might be a little half-baked. I usually spend like a couple weeks. I mean, I spend like the whole 2 weeks between episodes just working on the next episode. So it's definitely been a rush to get this thing out. And I just really hope that the quality of this episode is, you know, at least comparable to like other episodes. I'm not too sure how it's gonna turn out, to be fair. See, when you do like YouTube consistently and like make consecutive episodes, it's very easy to get wrapped up in the creation of just like one of them. thinking, oh, this video is gonna do so good, or just like, oh, this video does not compare at all. Like, it's all a game of comparison. When you make a series, you're like, oh, this isn't as good as the last episode, and that's a really bad mindset to get like wrapped up in. But that's the mindset that I've had for like the past, couple days while I've been making this video, because not only was I rushing, like, oh, can I get this video out? I'm like, is the quality gonna be like, the same as other ones? And, it's just, I'm trying my hardest to distance myself from that idea. I'm 15 episodes into this series. I think the general quality is like better. Like, I'm definitely better at a lot of things in the video making process, but also with making videos, a lot of it is just kind of like luck. You can't make consistently like groundbreaking, amazing Minecraft videos weekly or, every other week. Like, that's just not a possible thing to do. Like, sometimes the builds aren't going to be as good. Sometimes the entertainment value isn't going to be as good. It just really depends week by week. And, I just really got to make sure that I'm, not forgetting that. Right now, I'm just making like a little city street, by the way, if you couldn't tell. Usually the saying is like, quality over quantity, which I think is true. You should definitely strive for the highest quality things that you can do. But I think that it's important to recognize that you can't get to a certain level of quality on your first try, No matter how hard I tried, the first video of this series could not have been as good as like any of the other episodes that I've put out after that, because it is just all, experimentation, and, you're learning like how to do these kinds of things. But yeah, those are just some of my thoughts, some deep introspections as I grind this video out on the last day that I have to work on it. But there we go. We got a little start to this road, and I think this will be cool. Like the more city street kind of stuff will be like this mud type thing, and then obviously it'll go into like the path. But that's probably gonna do it for this build for today. There's not really much more that I can do for it, without building like a whole other thing right here. So I think I'm just gonna keep it at that. So now we're gonna add someone to the love garden, and so this one's a little weird. This is the first person to be added who I have not interacted with, and I, don't know, obviously. But, I pretty much shout them out every single episode, and so they got to be put in here eventually. And that person is BOO100. I assume most of you know who, BOO is. He's a YouTuber, he's like a builder and all that kind of stuff. And I'm putting him in here because he's like, my number one inspiration for all these kinds of things. Not only because he has amazing builds, but also because I have seen him improve. I've watched him since, season 6 of Hermitcraft, and his building was amazing then, but like it is even more amazing now. And it's really cool, the stuff that he does, and it really inspires me to like just get building, make things, and you'll get better as time goes on. But thank you, BOO. And thank you everyone here, especially Ponka, my partner. But thanks so much for watching this episode. If you've made it this far, comment waffles.
Hey, can you shut up?
Oh, sorry. If you sat through everything, clearly you're liking this content. Clearly you want more, so hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave a comment. Tell me, if you like this. But thanks so much for watching this video. Join my Discord. Bye.